Hi guys, so today I'm going to do an update on a cover I did 10 years ago. It's the song I'm Alive by Disturbed. So I'm going to sing it first and then we'll sit down and react to Past Me and hopefully see the improvement, but I'm a bit nervous about the embarrassment of having to watch that again. Anyway, so I hope the audio is okay because we've got a storm just rolling in now. Hopefully the microphone won't pick up too much, but yeah, we'll do our best. All right, I'm just gonna set up and then we'll get going. Never again will I be dishonored, and never again will I be reminded of living within the world of the jaded. They kill inspiration. It's my obligation to never again allow this to happen. Where do I begin? The choices are endless, denying the sin. My art, my redemption. I carry the torch of my fathers before me. The thing I treasure most in life cannot be taken away. There will never be a reason why I will surrender to your advice to change myself. I'd rather die, though they will not understand. I won't make the greatest sacrifice. You can't predict where the outcome lies. You'll never take me alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Change again cannot be considered. I rage again, dispelling my anger. Where do I begin? The choices are endless. My art, my redemption, my only salvation. I carry the gift that I have been blessed with. My soul is adrift in oceans of madness, repairing the rift that you have created. I am not alone, brothers, give me your arms now. The thing I treasure most in life cannot be taken away. There will never be a reason why I will surrender to your advice to change myself. I'd rather die, though they will not understand. I won't make the greatest Oh my goodness, so because of the thunderstorm, poor Hopi decided he wanted to be picked up, and that made it a little bit more challenging than normal to sing. Also, the lights are flickering, I think, because of storm coming, maybe. Is it raining? Oh my god, it's raining outside. Oh my god, poor baby! Okay, so before we get into 10 years ago me, I just want to say a few things about the song itself. You might have noticed it's not a great song for my voice or my vocal range. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I mean, yes, I was holding a dog, but I don't think I can make that excuse. I'm really sorry about the bad notes that I fucked up there. Some of them were pretty bad, but I will say I have been struggling with this song, and I'm really unhappy with myself 10 years ago for choosing this one because it's not one of my favorites. The lyrics, like, are relatable, but it's not one of my favorite Disturbed songs, and yeah, it's quite difficult for me to sing. Although one thing that's going on is this time, nowadays, I'm trying to sing it more in that sort of chest voice, which is not really that natural to me. So, you know, the thing I treasure most in life is actually quite high in that register for me, whereas if I do it in a sort of more mixed head kind of voice, it's heaps easier. So, the thing I treasure most in life, you know, it's a different quality though, and the reason I don't sing it that way is because it sounds a little bit too soft, but I'm pretty sure 10 years ago me will have sung it that way, and yeah, shall we get into it and criticize past me? I'm Alive by Disturbed, female vocals, LOL weird. Oops, it's going to this page, so what do I do this? Oh god. How do I make it big that way?
I don't know the lyrics yet, so I'm still looking at them here.
Oh well, at least I learned the lyrics now.
Never again will I be dishonored, and never again will I be reminded of living within the world of the jaded. They feel inspiration, it's my obligation to never again allow this to happen. Where do I begin? The choices are endless, denying the sin, my art, my redemption. I carry the torch of my fathers before me.
Okay, I just pause it there. So I'm singing it, I think I'm trying to sing it in a low mixed voice somehow. I think it took me a long time to understand chest voice and understand how to use it. So what, never, yeah, I'm trying to sing it in a low sort of mixed voice. So right nowadays I'm going, never again will I be dishonored. Whereas here I'm going like, never again will I be dishonored. And so it's a different quality, and like, yeah, mixed voice comes much more naturally to me. It doesn't stress my vocals as much, so that's why I would have been doing it back then. 2009, start of 2009, I would have just started at AIM, and the only singing lessons I would have had would have been like group lessons, which is more just about learning to breathe and starting to get pitch and so on. So that's why I sound like that. Oh my god, I'm dramatic and like, you know, all the makeups and stuff. Also, at this point in time, I don't think I had braces. I think I had an expander plate in my mouth, and so that's affecting the tone as well, because I'm trying to sing around this metal box, which is like about that big in my mouth, like stuck to the top of my mouth, and that's quite difficult, quite challenging. Yeah, so, you know, I'm still not the greatest singer today, but at least I've learned some things. But yeah, no, let's keep going and see how I handled the higher stuff in my girly voice.
The thing I treasure most in life cannot be taken away. There will never be a reason why I will surrender to your advice to change myself. I'd rather die. Though they will not understand, I won't make the greatest sacrifice. You can't predict where the outcome lies. You'll never take me alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive.
I think the one that I fucked up was partly from just like not knowing the song very well, because there's a lot of repetitive stuff. But yeah, no, that I'm alive. I'm almost going like classical, which is the more real head voice. Instead of like, I'm alive, it's more like, I'm alive. Anyway.
Change again cannot be considered. I rage again.
Yeah, me trying to do like more of a rage. At least I can do distortion better now.
Dispelling my anger, where do I begin? The choices are endless. My art, my redemption, my only salvation. I carry the gift that I have been blessed with. My soul is adrift in oceans of madness, repairing the rift that you have created. I am not alone, brothers, give me your arms now. The thing I treasure most in life.
That's another thing there, is going from the low to the high. So I think sometimes I'm sort of slipping into more of a chest voice here, and then the higher stuff I do, head voice or mixed voice or whatever it is. One of the things is, like, I mean, when I was doing the cover, I did consider, like, I could do the low parts in chest voice and then switch into that mixed head voice, but it's kind of weird, right? So, what's the lyric? Let's just go back a bit.
Give me your arms now, the thing.
I am not alone, brothers, give me your arms now, the thing I treasure. It's kind of a weird transition, so, yeah, it was probably better that I did it all in mixed voice rather than jumping around. But I don't know. To me, inside my head, and also listening to myself, because I know my voice, I notice the jump, but I don't know how much you guys notice that jump. Anyway.
I treasure most in life cannot be taken away.
Oh my god, I feel so awkward watching myself, especially because I was much more into the dramatic, moody goth thing back then. Like, I even put on all the makeup just for YouTube, and yeah, when I look at the camera, it freaks me out because that's past me, and like, there's a lot of things that have stayed the same about me, but there's a lot of things that have changed as well, and I'm just like,
There will never be a reason why I will surrender to your advice to change myself. I'd rather die, though they will not understand.
I mean, to be fair, past me doesn't have to look at a microphone, and we were using my old shitty webcam, but oh my god, it's so dramatic!
I will make the greatest sacrifice. You can't predict where the outcome lies. You never take me alive.
Yeah, we sort of changed the vowel shape to, you know, alive. We went to the E sound a little bit earlier there. But oh my god, so I feel like I'm better at vocals now, but the showmanship here is better than I'm doing. How do I do this bit?
I'm no slave. Are you feeling brave, or have you gone out of your mind?
Bit off there, eh?
No more games. It won't feel the same if I hold my anger inside. There's no
Hold my anger inside. It's harder in that mixed voice, but I guess I didn't know that that's what it was. Hold my anger inside.
meaning. My soul is bleeding. I've had enough of your kind. One suggestion, use your discretion before you label me blind.
Oh my god, I did that better than I do it now. What the fuck? Oh my god. I mean, before you label me blind. I'm struggling with that so much. Before you label me blind. I've been struggling to get that. I've been like practicing it over and over, and I keep fucking it up. And yeah, wow, what the fuck past me? How did you do that? Blind. I can only get it sometimes in that voice. Blind. Yeah, like I keep blurring them together. That was so much. I'm gonna play that again. That was so much better than I do it now. Oh my god. How did I do that? What the fuck?
I fucked that up.
What? Did I?
Label me blind.
That was actually pretty good.
I fucked that up.
Did you? Did you fuck it up?
Anyway. the thing I treasure most in life cannot be taken away. There will never be a reason why I will surrender to your advice to change myself. I'd rather die.
Very hard to get aggression into mixed voice, I gotta say. Also, yeah, some bits I'm singing things a little bit differently, but I'm not sure if... I think that might just be from not knowing the song well enough. But yeah, no. What was that line?
Advice to change myself.
Your advice to change myself. Very hard to sound aggressive. Your advice to change myself. I'd rather die. Maybe I should do a full-on distorted version.
I'd rather die, though they will not understand. I won't make the greatest sacrifice. You can't predict where the outcome lies. You'll never take me alive. I'm 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 alive. Yeah, I just had to try that one. Sorry I messed it up.
Yeah, alright. You can see all this shit that I've been watching, eh? Okay, well, so if you want to watch the whole thing, I'll put a link in the description. Now, comments are turned off and all that because it's so old, and I feel super weird when people comment on old stuff because that's not me anymore, and I'm like, don't ask me things because I don't know what I was thinking back then. Alright, sorry, plenty of screw-ups, but it was fun. If only I could soundproof my room. I'd sure like to try this with more of a scream or something. I couldn't scream back then. I don't know, my singing just sounds too clean and passive for this sort of song. I suppose it would help if I learned it properly and got up off my damn ass. At least this song didn't mess up my microphone quite as badly as Ice Queen. Oh my god, did I do Ice Queen 10 years ago as well? That's... yeah, a little bit terrifying. Anyway, so you can watch the whole thing, start to finish, and compare it to me now while holding a dog and trying the chest voice thing. Yeah. Okay, so that was pretty interesting. Let me know what you think. I think I've definitely improved. Like, I know what I'm doing with my voice now, and I can get a tone that's a bit more appropriate for the song. I did mess it up a bit, but, you know... what can you do? There's also some things that I feel like I did better in the past. I mean, the showmanship. Oh my gosh, past me. I'm a little bit embarrassed, but at the same time, I was just like so into it, and you kind of have to be that way if you're gonna be crazy or whatever. So I'm kind of impressed with past me for just going with it. Also that run, I don't know, that not blind, I struggle with that a lot, especially in that high chest voice. Blind, blind. I don't know, it's easier if I have like hearse sounds. Blind. I don't know, but it sounds stupid when you do that. Anyway, so I just thought of a couple more things. Oh my god, Marley, did you just wake up? He's been snoring on my bed because he's scared of the storm too. Storm's over though, you know, I think maybe there's a second wave coming, or I don't know. I'm sure wherever it is, it's miles away. I can't hear it here. It's not raining anymore. Yeah, but no, a couple other things I thought of is I probably tried this Disturbed song because it was easier for me. Like, if you consider me before I could sing anything heavy, and a lot of Disturbed is like, you know, voices, I breathe in, kind of things, or maybe that's a bit over the top for the distortion, I don't know, but like I couldn't sing a lot of the heavier stuff, so I'm like, let's choose an easy one. That might be what I thought about it. I mean, the lyrical appeal, yes, but I don't think it's ever been one of my top favorite Disturbed songs. Like, it's good, but not that good. I don't know. I like voices a lot better, so why did I cover that one? Don't know. Another thing is with pronunciation. So Disturbed's an American band. You might notice a lot of the time I'm changing to my own accent. So like can't instead of can't, or can't. That sounds so weird coming out of my mouth. But yeah, so that's a thing. But now actually, because I've been watching that, I'm like, what if I did try it in different styles? So I might jump back on the microphone and we'll try doing it. I'll see if I can do it all in that mixed head voice, like even the low bits, and we'll see how we go with that and be all girly. And then maybe after that, I'll try it like all with full distortion, and we'll just like mess around with it and have some fun and see how I go before I possibly mess up my voice from overdoing it. So we'll do the soft version first, just to make sure I can sing it, and then we'll just go all out with the heavy and yeah, have some fun. Never again will I be dishonored, and never again will I be reminded of living within the world of the jaded. They kill inspiration, it's my obligation to never again allow this to happen. Where do I begin? The choices are endless, denying the sin, my art, my redemption. I carry the torch of my fathers before me. The thing I treasure most in life cannot be taken away. There will never be a reason why I even in that sort of mixed voice, which is easier for me to sing, like I'm not putting as much air into it, I'm just sort of going la 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 la. Even with that, it's just not right for my voice. Okay, so one of the really hard things about singing it in head voice or mixed voice or whatever was actually jumping from the highs back down to the lows and not switching into chest voice, trying to stay in that sort of girlier kind of vibe. I found that really difficult. But otherwise, yeah, it's just like, it's quite quiet, so I had to turn myself up in the headphones to be able to hear myself. And yeah, I don't know, it just feels very passive. I'm just sort of like, la, 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 la. Yeah, so it just doesn't suit the mood of the song. Like, I guess you could cover it that way, but you'd want to change the instrumental backing track, I guess, so that it's less gra. Yeah. Ooh, another difficult thing is, like, because of where the song sits in my register, like, there's just no good place for me to sing it without changing the key of the song, which might change the mood a bit. I don't know. Sometimes when you make songs lower or higher, it just doesn't sound right. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, even with that mixed voice, it just doesn't sound right because it's too low in my mixed voice. Like, even the high chorus bit is not really high for me in that mixed voice. It's just like, la, 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 la. Na 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 na. Whereas, like, if it was higher, I don't have a note, but if we go la la, the thing I treasure most in life cannot be taken away. That, like, I actually feel like I'm putting more into that. I don't know how that sounded. It probably sounded horrible, but because, you know, it's just a random pitch. But yeah, it's just like, it feels like I'm doing nothing in that, and then trying to be like, na, 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 it's difficult for me. So yeah, it's just not a good song for me. Other things that I just like randomly thought while I was singing it is, some of the phrasing is weird, especially the middle bit. So, I'm no slave, are you feeling brave, or have you gone out of your mind? So, one of the things, like, and that is how he breathes in the original, and that's not how I would write lyrics. Like, I try not to have an awkward breath in the middle of a phrase. So, where he's going, I've had enough of your kind. And he does this in the record. He takes a break in the middle of the word enough. I mean, like, there's some other bits where it's kind of forgivable. Like, he's breaking up a sentence and having a breath in the middle, and, like, yeah, you can kind of get that, because if you think about poetry doesn't always start or end on the most logical words, but breaking it up in the middle of a word is something I try to avoid when I'm writing lyrics. So for me, it's a bit jarring doing that. I've had enough of your kind. It's just like how it works there, but it's just not right to me, I'm sorry. One suggestion, use your discretion before you label me blind. For me, that bit, like, ending on your and you, like, it just feels like an awkward place to stop. And if I could sing it all in one breath, I would, just to make the sentence make sense. One thing that's a little bit easier to sing in the head voice is the soft bit. Like, it sort of comes in a little bit softer after the bridge sort of section, so it comes back into the chorus. And, like, but it's because everything is soft, I don't feel like you get the contrast. So ideally I would be something more like, the thing I treasure most in life cannot be taken away. There will never be a reason why I will surrender to your advice to change myself. I'd rather die. And, you know, go from that soft into the aggression, but it doesn't really make sense in my voice. And this is the problem with singing other people's songs, is it wasn't written for my voice or how I sing or any of that stuff. So it just doesn't sound right. Anyway, so I guess we'll do a super heavy version now. Kind of wondering if I should throw in some, like, death growls as well instead of just doing it all distortion, but I'll just wing it and we'll see what happens. Never again will I be dishonored, and never again will I be reminded of living within the world of the jaded. They kill inspiration, it's my obligation to never again allow this to happen. Where do I begin? The choices are endless, denying the sin, my art, my redemption. I carry the torch of my fathers before me. The thing I treasure most in life cannot be taken away. There will never be a reason why I will surrender to your advice to change myself. I'd rather die. No, they will not understand. I will make the greatest sacrifice. You can predict where the outcome lies. You'll never take me alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Change again cannot be considered. I rage again, dispelling my anger. Where do I begin? The choices are endless. My art, my redemption, my only salvation. I carry the gift that I have been blessed with. My soul is adrift in oceans of madness, repairing the rift that you have created. I am not alone, brothers, give me your arms now. The thing I treasure most in life cannot be taken away. There will never be a reason why I will surrender to your advice to change myself. I'd rather die. No, they will not understand. I will make the greatest sacrifice. You can predict where the outcome lies. You'll never take me alive. Right now, slave, are you feeling brave, or have you gone out of your mind? No more games, it won't feel the same if I hold my anger inside. There's no meaning, my soul is bleeding. I've had enough of your kind. One suggestion, use your discretion before you label me blind. Blind. The thing I treasure most in life cannot be taken away. There will never be a reason why I will surrender to your advice to change myself. I'd rather die. No, they will not understand. I will make the greatest sacrifice. You can predict where the outcome lies. You'll never take me alive. I'm 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 alive. Oh, fuck. Oh. Okay, so, holy shit, my poor little diaphragm. And I don't know, I was starting to lose the distortion to the end because it just takes so much. So much diaphragm to get that going. Also, sometimes when I come out of false chord screaming, you know, I've just like gone into that roar, and then it's a little bit hard for me to like just get my head around what I'm supposed to do next, because false chord is a much easier sound for me than that. That is harder for me to do. It's a newer sound for me. Oh, I'm so tired. Anyway, so I hope that was a little bit of fun. Yeah, I'm super tired, and wow, I need a drink. Anyway, so that's me messing around. 3 styles and also past me doing I'm Alive by Disturbed. Now, none of them I feel are really like good enough that I want to share them in my, you know, I've got that cover songs playlist and I've been meaning to add for it for ages, but it's only got that Kill Switch Engage song, which, like, you know, it's not perfect, but I was happy enough with it. With, oh my god, Molly, was that a large sigh? Yeah, no, with these ones, like, I'm not 100% happy. I mean, maybe the last one's a bit of fun, but do I want to cut them out of this video and turn it into like a standalone thing? I don't know. Let me know what you think. And also, like, let me know which one you think would be best to put in that playlist. Because I feel like putting 3 of the same song in the playlist is a little bit like, yeah, I don't like the song enough to do that. So, yeah, let me know which one you guys like the best. And maybe at some point I'll cut it down so that it's just got that one song. But yeah, all of them are a little bit embarrassing in their own ways. The last one was the most fun though, just because I was fucking around with it. Yeah, alright, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't torture your ears too much. And maybe next time I'll try and do a cover that I can actually do, or one that's just like a bit more fun than this. Because like this is a song that kind of just goes da 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 da, and then just jumps up for a little bit, but it's still kind of like, shit, hey, I don't know. The lyrics are good, but it's not one of those songs that I really get into the way I do with some of the others, so that'll do. I really need to eat something now. I've sort of done this past lunch, and yeah, that's another thing you shouldn't do with vocals is don't sing on an empty stomach. It makes it so much harder, especially when you're using your diaphragm that much. So, but don't sing on a full stomach either. Like, how do you find the happy medium? I don't know. Anyway, so
Ah!